Objective number 4. Solve a system of linear equations using matrices. Rho epsilon. We want to have in the form of rho epsilon, that is 1, 1, 1 in diagonal, and the 0, 0 form like a triangle. Okay, so the step to do is you go this way first. That means the column 1 first. In the column 1, what do we need to have is step number 1, we want 1, and then 0, 0. So step 2 and step 3. For the second column, we want right here step 4 at 1 and step number 5, 0. The third column, we want this right here, step 6 to be 1. Sometimes we can only interchange the row and we'll get what we want. Okay, so we're gonna write the problem number 5 in the matrix form. That is 2, 0, 2, 2, 0, 6, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 4, negative 1, 13. So you can see that follow the rho epsilon form, we want 1. So we can either make this right here to be 1, but I already see this right here, 1 right here. So I can only interchange the row. Okay, so I will be done with step number 1. So I interchange the row, so the row number 2 will become the first one. So I switch them. And then I have 2, 2, 0, 6. The third one we keep the same. Okay, so the next one we do is we make this position become 0 and this becomes 0. So in order to do so, we think about the variable. Okay, so at that location, what do we have? First one is 1x. The second one we have 2x. And the third one we have 3x. So let's think about the first one and the second one first. So in order to make x go away, that means we want it to be 0. Okay, so in order to get 0, what do we have to do? Multiply the first one by negative 2, right? Negative 2. So the first one become negative 2x. Then we can add and it becomes 0 for us. Okay. Okay, so let's write out what do we need to do. So we need to multiply row number 1 by negative 2, and then we add row 2. Okay, and then we put it in the row number 2. So let's show the work. Multiply row 1 by negative 2. Row 1 you have 1, 1, 1, 1. So multiply by negative 2, you will have negative 2, negative 2, negative 2, and negative 2. And at row 2 we have 2, 2, 0, 6. Then we get 0, what we want. 0 right here also, negative 2, and 4. And now we also want this location to be 0. So let's look at the first one. We will always look at the entry 1 that we make from the beginning. Okay, so we have the first one is 1x, and now the third one we have 3x. So how can we make x go away? We will multiply negative 3 for the first one, so it's become negative 3x, and then add. Okay, so let's write down what we just say. We will multiply negative 3 for row 1, and then add row number 3, and then we put the answer in row 3. So the first one you have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We multiply by negative 3, so we get negative 3, and negative 3. And then the third one is 3, 4, negative 1, 13. So we add them up, we get 0, 1, negative 4, and 10. Okay, so the matrix become, so we explain in here, row 2 is negative 2 row 1 plus row 2, and row 3 is negative 3 row 1 plus row 3. We always need to multiply a number by row 1 because row 1 we make 1, so that is in step 1. So we always multiply by a number so that number when you add it will become 0 for you. So the one we can call it is the leading, okay, the leading one. So the one we keep, right, the first row 1 1 1 1 and 1. Then we put the row 2 and the row 3 that we just calculate, 0 0 negative 2 4 0 1 negative 4 10. Okay, so right here look at the first column we already made in the epsilon form 1 0 0. So we go back to the epsilon form. In the second column we have 1 and 0. So this position is 1 and 0. But you see this is like 0 and 1. This is like a switching, right? Like this, right? So what we can do is we can switch the row so then we don't have to calculate anything more. So I just switched the second one and the third one. So row 2 become row 3 and row 3 become row 2. Okay. Zero, 1, negative 4, 10 become the second row. 0, 0, negative 2, 4. Okay, so the first column is done. The second column, you have 1 and 0 for the second row, and the third row is done. So we go to the third one. The third one, we want this location right here to become 1. Okay, so you imagine about the variable. So we have negative 2z equal to 4. So what do you think? How can we make 1? The coefficient 1. We will divide both sides by negative 2, right? Okay. So we will, instead of divide both sides by negative 2, we will explain like this. Row number 3, because we put the answer in row 3, will equal to 1 negative 1/2 of row 3. Okay, that means we multiply by 1/2. So 1 1 1 1 0 1 negative 4 10, and then we multiply 1/2 for the whole row. So 0 0 1 and negative 2. So we get what we want. Now we will begin from the third row first. That is in the epsilon form already. So this is mean z equal negative 2. And then you go to the second row. This is mean y plus negative 4z equal 10. So we will plug in the negative 2 for the z. So y equal, this is plus a, right? So y plus a equal 10, so y equal to 2. And then the last one we put for x, so x plus y plus z equal to 1 for the first equation. Now we put in the x the same, y we put in 2, z we put in negative 2 equal to 1. That is mean that x equal to 1. Then the solution for this problem is 1, 2, and negative 2.